The process of creative writing can be joyful, challenging, meditative, romantic, even cathartic. One doesn't have to be a novelist after all to enjoy writing a family history, a letter to the editor, or simply poetry. Today, the hobby of journaling is more popular than ever, especially online in what's called a digital weblog, or, as it's more commonly known, a blog. Regardless of one's age, choice of medium, or motivation, wordsmithing is a great way to connect with the past, present, and future, the community, and one's inner self. Southwest Floridians have a wealth of resources to help them discover and hone their writing talents, including numerous writing groups in Lee and Charlotte counties, like the Gulf Coast Writers Association, based in Fort Myers. The members of Gulf Coast Writers Group meet monthly to network, share experiences, and encourage each other. Anyone is welcome. The group represents a wide range of literary interests and skill levels. In addition to novice and emerging writers, Gulf Coast Writers Group counts among its members one person who's featured in the Smithsonian Institute, as well as writers showcased on local radio stations and in area bookstores. Some group participants are just beginning to craft a novel, while others have made a full career of writing.
In Southwest Florida, the Gulf Coast Writers Association, they are a really good contact source for finding out about what are the writing communities here.
At the group's meetings, members announce how their projects are progressing and share their latest achievements, both large and small.
They have wine and cheese if that entices you.
For many, the ultimate goal is getting published and selling books. But the process that begins with one simple idea is long and complex. A writer also needs literary skills, marketing know-how, patience, and the ability to weather rejection. Having the encouragement of a group often keeps a writer inspired as he hones his craft. Members of Gulf Coast Writers benefit from guest speakers, including literary agents, publishers, and other professionals who give members an insider's insight.
It's also a wonderful place to network and see what else is going on in the writing scene in the community.
Pine Island has become a haven for Lee County artists and writers. The Pine Island Writers meet every first and third Monday of the month for readings, guest speakers, and seminars, and anyone is welcome to attend. Another collective, the Sanibel Island Writers Group, meets in small groups of 8 to share work with each other.
You read, and then each of the people in the group will give input as to changing this line, or why did you use that instead of this, or, oh, I wish I had written that line. It was just the most wonderful thing in the world. You'll love to hear comments like that. Our group is very good. I mean, there's nothing scathing about it or anything. Every bit of criticism I've gotten has always been very helpful, always very helpful.
Members sometimes surprise each other by writing something special about an unlikely topic.
Bill, again, I mean, this is very good. I just don't know how you do it. You make carpentry into poetry, and you do it beautifully. You do it beautifully.
The Sanibel Group presents its work on stage twice a year to sold-out crowds at the island's Big Arts Learning and Performance Facility. But the work they do with and for each other is at the crux of the membership.
That's it. But frames like a frame. And it's so very nice when you get an email from somebody who read something that you wrote and who shares the same feelings. You just feel, it just makes your day.
The region's largest writers group, with nearly 400 members, is the Peace River Center for Writers, based in Charlotte County. Open to anyone in Southwest Florida, this group has its own headquarters in downtown Punta Gorda.
The Peace River Center for Writers is located in the old Colonel Isaac Trebue's land sales office, which is part of the History Park, which is owned by the Historical Society. And we, in turn, as for use of this building for our office, we give tours to anyone who comes through the park.
Anyone can subscribe to the group's monthly newsletter, Writing Currents, which lists all upcoming events, contests, open mics, group reads, workshops, and more.
I enjoy being in the group because I enjoy writing poetry, and I had trouble getting up in front of a group and reciting because I was a nervous wreck. So as I come to the open mic meetings, I get more confident in reciting my poetry, and people seem to enjoy what I write, and that's very thrilling too.
Every month on the second Monday we have open mic. It's sponsored by the Peace River Center for Writers, and it's an opportunity for works of original works and presentation. Speak, though silence calls and inertia binds, though the deaf control and the dumb lament, though quiet comfort cautions, utter words, mere and more, share experiences rich and wretched, express ideas daring, different, even dangerous, say fears and hopes.
We just like to inspire people. Writing is a pretty solitary exercise, and so we try to get the writer out and about and maybe voice their writings, bring them to a workshop and read them, or bring them to open mic and read them, and get other people's input, and it really helps most writers.
Professional help is also available from a large local bookstore.
Here at Barnes & Noble in Fort Myers, we do an annual local authors event where we invite authors who live here either year-round or seasonally to come into our store, promote their titles, get to meet other authors and their customers. And if we have authors that are not so familiar with the publishing process, we have a wonderful small press department that's based in New York where they can contact them and get information on how to get their books into our store and distributed to the public.
If you've been thinking of writing or already practice the craft, a local writers group might be the perfect place to share your trials and triumphs while gaining support, friendship, and valuable insight along the way.